Yo, Retro, are you in here yet? Hello. I was waiting for you. I wanted to go over this real quick. I saw this came out earlier, and it was about some stadium stuff, which is like the only shit that I like really know about or really care about a ton these days. But I wasn't sure if I'm allowed to watch it because apparently I retired as of my tweet last night. I didn't know, but apparently I retired from Overwatch, so that's fun to know. Anyways, let's continue. This dropped earlier today, which is this blog called The Weekly Recall, Journey to Season 17. Hey everyone, welcome to another Weekly Recall with us, the Stadium Development Team. Wait, are they doing like these are weekly now? Oh god, I've probably missed a bunch of them then. We've absolutely loved all the feedback about Stadium, and we're glad you've been having fun climbing the ranks and racking up rewards. In the spirit of keeping more open communication rolling, I've had some updates about future features to share, as well as some of the exclusive peeks at Season 17's upcoming offerings. Let's get... Wait, I'm not showing the screen? Oh, sorry. My bad. I was wondering why. You know why I was confused? Because TikTok can see it. So I have the TikTok one open. He's been retired for too long. I'm never going to live that one down, am I? Hey everyone, welcome to another Weekly Recall with us, the Stadium Development Team. We've absolutely loved all the feedback about Stadium, and we've been glad you've been having fun climbing the ranks and racking up rewards. In the spirit of keeping more open communication rolling, we have some updates about future features to share, as well as some exclusive peeks at Season 17's upcoming offerings. Let's get moving. This probably wasn't in the original because I was in full screen. I didn't know they were doing these weekly. I probably missed a ton of them. Anyways, roadmap rerouting. If you've ever set out on a big summer road trip, questionable gas station snacks in hand, you know that construction and detours are a guaranteed part of any grand adventure. We recently updated our Stadium roadmap and wanted to chat about why we've rerouted a few pathways. Whoa. Holy shit, the balls. I like it. Dude, Overwatch has been terrified for like the last year of like not like accidentally promising something if it's not like ready right away, so they just don't tell you anything that's upcoming. See them go like, yeah, we made some adjustments to the roadmap, like other stuff's coming, but we're gonna probably reshuffle it a little bit. I respect that. Okay, Unranked Stadium is now slated for the release in Season 18 instead of 17, and we know some of you are looking forward to queuing up with friends across platforms or Stadium skill tiers. Wait, so let me look at this real quick. So next season, the Stadium will have Jugkrat, Sigma, Zen, Esperanza, Push, Samoa Control, Stadium Drives. Wait, so I'm guessing the drives that like are actually happening this season aren't in drives? Tough. Stadium Forge, save and shared builds. I think that'll be huge, or like potentially could be huge. New All-Star rewards, custom games, that's big. More example builds. All right, so what's Season 18? Wasn't Sojourn on here? Wait, they took Sojourn off. Farah, Winston, Brig. New Route 66 and London maps. New game mode, Payload Race, 2 new maps. Draft mode feature, all new or new All-Star rewards, endorsements, and unranked crossplay plus backfill. Interesting, so it got moved to next season. I low-key think that's pretty smart, because I don't even know how they were going to deal with the decreased queue times of just having, increased queue times of just having one game mode. I have no idea how you would deal with that. That sounds really tough. Season 18 mid-season would add Tracer, and then Season 19 gets new heroes every season, new China map, Stadium Trials feature, consumables, active items, and more. So there, oh, that's the juice right there. Active items and consumables in Stadium would probably make it much more impactful and much more interesting on a game-to-game basis. The problem for me, and I know it's a broken record at this point, so Season 17 starts what? Next week? So that's end of June. So Season 18 is 2 months later than that. So that's what? End of August, start of September? 2 months. Yeah, about 2 months later, 9 weeks, give or take a little bit. So we're going to probably say begin first week of September, last week of August. And then Season 19 would be what? November? Give or take a little bit, November? That is like a really long time between the launch of Stadium and that. And so I hope that it will continue to have somewhat continued success to what it had originally, but that's a really long time into what I have a feeling is going to get stale. I played a ton of Stadium. I really did enjoy it. But with the balance of it, plus the weird treadmill of the rank system, I could see where people kind of get tired of it. And I think on the casual side, I feel like you don't know, like people don't know when they lose sometimes because one, your build can go out of date so fast and you don't know what's strong. Granted, the custom games, or sorry, not custom games, the shared builds should help with that a little bit. Although you're just going to be able to like type in like, you know, Reinhardt meta build, right? Or whatever it ends up being, or like going online and looking that up and then copying it into your game. Regardless though, the timelines are just so far out, you know, and I know it's not their fault, but it just feels like drip feed. You know what I mean? And it's not their fault in any way, shape, or form. It's just that's just how it is, and I get it. But that's exactly why we're taking extra time to launch Unranked. We want to do things right and deliver a comprehensive version that everyone can enjoy. Complete with all the bells and whistles, crossplay will be fully enabled with Unranked so your whole squad can finally dive in together. The backfill feature we mentioned in last weekly Recall Stadium blog will also ship with Unranked, and we're working to make it even better. Instead of just heating up quick plays leftovers, we're building a backfill system unique to Stadium that will empower late arrivals to help their new teammates. You'll be given Stadium cash appropriate for that point of the match and get time to shop and set up your builds. Beyond that, we're calibrating the system to avoid throwing you in for the last few minutes of the game. Rerouting doesn't always mean delays. Sometimes it leads to a quicker trip. We previously forecasted that Stadium Trials would release in Season 18, offering quests to complete for bonus rewards. Instead, we've bumped competitive drafts up to Season 18 and moved Stadium Trials to Season 19. Though we can't share too many details yet, competitive drafts will bring a new level of strategy to the hero picking in Stadium, giving you more agency over heroes you want or do not want to play against. So this is really good. I guess like it's kind of like League of Legends in that aspect. But the key here is as more characters get added, you don't get like pigeonholed into like, you know, a flyer comp and you have no hit scan. You know, like let's say you're running like, I don't know, May Junkrat and they have like Pharah Echo. Like, oh man, you're in for a treat. You know what I mean? Hero release orders have also been shifted. Pharah will be joining the Stadium roster in Season 18, alongside Winston and Brig to offer new gameplay style to Stadium. Sojourn needs a bit more tuning, so she'll now be added in Season 19, and we may use a future weekly recall to share exactly what the process of bringing Sojourn to Stadium looks like. I can't wait for Sojourn to be able to railgun one-shot everybody standing in the line. You'll also notice a speedy new addition, the updated roadmap. Tracer will zip into the lineup with a Season 18 mid-season patch. Your feedback that she should be part of Stadium crew as soon as possible was heard loud and clear. Season 17 tidbits. One of your most requested features is the ability to create Stadium games, either to perfect your builds or run lobbies with your friends. We're happy to say that custom games will be added in Season 17. So if somebody on the Overwatch marketing team is listening, this would be a great time for you to potentially plan either for this season or for next season with the additions of draft lobby or whatever. You should consider potentially running a couple tournaments, creator tournaments outside of the Overwatch bubble, maybe make them or inside or mix up both. That way you can kind of introduce people back to the game a little bit, also show them a different way of playing it. I think that at least from what I saw when there was people outside of the niche playing it, they thought Overwatch was fun, but there wasn't really a reason for them to play it, right? Like, I'm just going to tell you how it is. Overwatch does not pull the viewership that other games do. And also, it has a bit of a tarnished reputation outside of the scene. And the more I've explored outside of it, the stronger I believe that is really hard to break. That being said, it could be a good opportunity to get people into it and give them just a fun time and show a more goofy, interesting side to the game. So, yeah. I'd think about that. I'd probably start cooking on that soon, whether it's this season or next season. With custom games being available, some type of little tournament, maybe like a little draft system. Maybe they just like copy paste the XQC tournament from Rivals. Hey, just throwing it out there for you. Not only can you set up custom parameters within lobbies, but you can choose which game modes to run. Custom games will gain more functionality in Season 18, like the option to add bots and play with the unranked rule set. And there's even more. 2 maps, Esperanza and Samoa, got stadium makeovers and will be added to the map rotation in their respective modes. The team put in extensive work to improve the aim down sights, ADS functions on heroes like Ashe, Anna, and Freya. Expect a smoother transition from third-person perspective to scopes that will have you sniping supports in no time. Competitive drives will be headed to Stadium in the latter half of Season 17. We can't share much yet, but some fancy name card bling is. Small note on this, I hope the competitive drives are not all at the end of the season. I think they should do one maybe like a week into the season and one with like a week left in the season. Do one for Stadium early or do one for the base game mode early and then do the other one in the back half. I don't think they should do both at the same time. If they do both at the same time, it just kind of seems like a weird overlap. And I also think that people are more motivated to play during the beginning of the season. And I think end of season games are typically pretty ass. And so combine that with everyone wanting to care more, it just makes people stressed out. So build bonuses. Most of our discussions around Stadium Forge have been around your ability to create and share builds. You'll be able to add creative names, long descriptions, and categorize items by early, late, and flex categories. But a lesser known feature of Stadium Forge is the ability to easily steal build ideas from other players. If a player on the enemy team is dominating the lobby, you'll have the option to save their build to assess or use it to exact revenge later. Each build will be accessible with a 5-character core, just like the workshop codes, so they're easy to share and easy to swipe. As a token of thanks for joining us on this Roadmaps adventure, we've asked some of our developers to share personal Stadium Forge codes that you can use to test the import feature. Your mileage may vary as far as guaranteed stadium domination is concerned, but we can at least promote them. They're fun. There you go. Thank you for supporting and enjoying Stadium. See you in Coliseum. Honestly, I think this season doesn't look bad. Like, it looks okay, but there's nothing that's super blown me away about this season. I mean, I'll definitely play for at least a little. I think this is probably the most exciting part, being able to share builds, and it seems next season's going to be the big one with draft mode. But yeah, looks good. Looks good.